Cactus Jack the fucking giant for a bag of magic beans. Police racial profiling, what the fuck does that shit mean? When your skin look like my brother, they slide salt packs in your jeans. Watch your friends, let them see and hear what you want them to witness. They get drunk and go back and tell all your fucking business. People be like, hippie chill, why you always somewhere tripping? Cause this liquor got me looking at my niggas with suspicion. And the bitches ain't no different. When you pay, they pay attention. When you broke that Alakazam, it poof was David blames assistant. My soul tried to tell my mind, but my body wasn't listening. Cause the black hole got me hopping in and out different.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Once again, it's another collective conversations. I got none other than my homeboy, my brother, Mr. David M. Boyd. Yeah. We in here, baby. We here to show love, give thanks for all of y'all keeping us in business, man, showing us love. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, the Jermaine Hall Show appreciates each and every one of y'all. I don't want to bore y'all and keep y'all for a long time, but we're going to have quite a good time. You know what I'm saying? Today, our episode is called Good Question. For the live viewers out there that's viewing it, for those that's catching it later on, we want to say, once again, you could have been anywhere in the world, but what? You chose to be right here with me, baby. You hear me? I appreciate you. So we're going to get this episode called Good Question out the way. We just going to throw out some questions out there and see if, you know what I'm saying, somebody got different views than we got. We got a couple stories we're going to throw with it. Then we'll be right back at you. Mr. David, how you feel?
Oh, I feel lovely today. You know, today was one of those days where you just woke up on a Saturday morning. The sun was shining bright outside on the snow that was left over, just glistening and reflecting off the ground, man. Yeah. I heisted the windows up, man. I threw on some 90s R&B, man, and just did one of them deep cleans in the kitchen this morning, man. Sometimes you got to get that lemon pledge out and just jam the God.
Hello.
You know, I'm just saying, man. Wonderful day.
So you having a good day. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to, Stop Calling Me. Your man don't live here anymore. I was in that vibe, but I was at work.
There you go.
Yeah. So good question. We're gonna start it off with ghosting. Ghosting, bruh. Ghosting.
Well, let's define the term real quick for those who don't really understand what ghosting is.
Ghosting is pretty much when you leave somebody alone without notification. When you just disappear off the face, seemingly off the face of the earth, and didn't give nobody or nothing a chance to defend themselves, a chance to talk you out of it. You just got gone. Sir, have you ever been ghosted?
Why, yes, I have. That is a good question, and I am glad you asked that. I have been ghosted, and it is one of the most hurting feelings that you can have as a man, because it attacks your pride.
Does it?
We're proud people.
We are.
We're proud people, and so when somebody goes to us, it's almost saying, I really don't want to be friends with you. There's something quite wrong with you that I don't want in my life. And for me, that's an affront to me, because I'm friendly. You know, I'm Mr. Friendly. I feel like I can get along with anybody in any situation. I'm a code switcher. You know, if I need to do this or do that, just to appease somebody, I'll do that. So when somebody actually just disappears, seemingly for no reason, it makes you wonder, is there something wrong? We never ask, is there something wrong with them?
Is it something wrong with me? Ooh. You just made me dig a little deep, man, because, I had this beautiful Hawaiian chick.
Tell it.
No, she wasn't. That was the other one. She didn't ghost me. I apologize out there. You know who you are. You didn't ghost me. That was a long time ago. Sometimes I get mixed up, you know. This girl was indeed from the islands, though. Just not that one. She told me I'd be right back. In the club.
Oh, you got visibly ghosted.
But you know what I didn't like about it?
What?
She took my $300 glasses with her.
Ooh.
back when frames was, and I bought
I
those.
remember.
I bought those when I came back from Iraq, so the money wasn't nothing at the time.
Yeah.
But that $300 something, the gold frame, I still had gold teeth in my mouth because I'm from the South. We wear the gold frames. I had little open face joints for the bottom, solid 6 up top, the gold frame matching. And she walked off with my glasses. I ain't never seen that girl again in life. And I was like, is she alive? Which was weird because I used to see her every week somewhere.
So is that a ghosting or did you just get got?
Both. That's why I said it was
Nigga, think you got got.
it was a double whammy for me because she took something and never came back. So I was sitting back like, that had to be planned because I used to see this girl, this randomly at the gas station, randomly washing our cars on the weekend, just around town.
You see her out.
Man, I promise you, I still to this day ain't never seen that girl again.
And disappeared off the face of
I
the
say,
earth.
not over no glasses, man. You wanted them that bad, I'd have got you a pair. But she knew that too, because I had bought her stuff before. So it wasn't a thing of she had to steal. I'm thinking, do you know what story I made up in my head for real?
What?
I really feel like she went to the bathroom and got kidnapped.
But that's one of the things. Though sometimes we have to tell ourselves these things just to
a whole lot,
just to comfort our own pride, our own male insides, because we don't.
When does ghosting seem appropriate?
I'll tell you when ghosting seems appropriate. At the first sign of whatever the hell it is you know is wrong in your life. This is a true story. I just reconnected with somebody that I had previously ghosted.
Hold up. Like today? Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Oh, that's real recent.
That's real recent. It's a facto. She hit me on Facebook Messenger, and she was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "Hey, pretty good." You know, it sent a friend request, and I was like, I didn't know who it was. And first thing I thought is some random chick sending me a friend request. First thing I do is go look and see the mutual friends that we have. Maybe we know friends that know each other. Blah blah blah. No mutual friends whatsoever.
The background check.
Background check, as much as you can do anyway. And so, you know, I friend her anyway, and I'm expecting one of those, hey, do you know about Bitcoin? You know, I'm expecting one of them messages to come right after that. So I'm ready to delete as it is anyway.
Yeah.
But the conversation went on, you know, how have you been? How have I been? Not how are you doing? How have you been? Do you know what that symbolizes? That you know what that means, right?
You.
Means, yeah, there has been a prior connection. You know, at some point in time, we have talked to each other. I had no idea who this chick was. Looked at her pictures, couldn't tell. She was like, well, I'm going to send you another picture. And so she sent me a picture, and I was like, oh, yeah, I know that chick. I ghosted her. She was like, that's me.
Oh.
I lost 75 pounds. I was like,
David.
I was like, oh. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Family Guy when Peter Griffin falls on the ground and when he gets his leg hurt, he's like,
That's how you felt.
That's how I felt, man. And you know, and I'm looking at her pictures, man. I'm not one of those people that is just superficial, but I mean, she's beautiful now. I mean, she models, takes all these pictures. I was like, man. Then I looked at her other picture, and I was like, did I ghost her for her looks? Am I that superficial? Am I that much of an asshole?
I've done it.
I think I did, but there was something else. I think there was something that had been said in the conversation previously that made me wonder if this chick was actually any good for me.
So a red flag.
It was a red flag. I don't know if it was something about coming to visit or me coming up there, or it may have just been something she said the wrong way on the wrong day.
You didn't even never think to have her clarify for you? It was just absolute ghost immediately. So
Absolutely not. It was just,
I don't know.
Whatever it was, I was just, nope.
They say timing and delivery is everything.
But and I hate to say it, but I think at that point I was so superficial. It might have been some, what's your favorite color? Purple. I don't like purple today. Ghost. It was something. It was something that's superficial, but whatever it was that day rubbed me the wrong way. I never answered a text from her again. I never answered a phone call from her again. I deleted her from my friends list. It was just...
Everything must go. Liquidation. Wow. Okay. No, I ain't even know what that for. I keep their names and numbers so I can screen the calls.
No.
I never deleted for like a year. So, because I've experienced women that like to wait 7 months and call you because they know you done deleted it. So you pick up that unknown number sometimes. Like, who is this calling me from Nashville? Hello? Yeah. I'm glad you answered. Oh!
Back to Peter Griffin.
Yeah, nah. I keep them numbers. So yeah, some of y'all out there that think I deleted y'all last year, you lying. Your year ain't up yet. You ain't fell off my taxes.
It's pretty much one of those. I'll see you later unless I see you first.
You ain't fell off my credit score for phone numbers yet. You ain't fell off that yet.
It ain't been 7 years yet.
It ain't been 7 years, so I gotta keep screening it. I gotta get more than one phone to separate business from pleasure.
Man, I've had 2 phones. It's just too much.
Not for me.
I got 2. What is that? I got 2 phones.
Well, the thing is, some days when I'm off, I can't be off because both phone numbers in the same phone is ringing my phone for some reason. So when I'm off work, I want to be able to turn that phone off.
Yeah.
And just deal with the pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Or family or whatever. And then when I'm just working, they gotta chill. You see what I'm saying? I can separate. But with both in here combined, this phone don't never stop.
Yeah, I actually had I had a Google phone. I had a Google phone number, and the Google phone number will still ring to your regular phone, and so that's how I would approach giving my number out to people that I necessarily didn't know or didn't really care to talk to.
Gonna take this dummy number.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you this phone. It's still my phone number. Not for nothing. I didn't lie. I gave you my phone number. I just gave you the phone number that I'm not going to answer.
I just gave you the number I don't necessarily tap into.
Yeah, I mean, not for nothing. What
you got access, but not full access.
You don't have full access. You got basic cable.
Yeah.
You got antenna cable.
You got channel 2.
You got channel 3. Isn't it?
So. The great debate. Actually, I don't even want to do the great debate yet. When ghosting somebody, right?
Well, you know what? I just had one of them spine chilling thoughts that I just
go get it out before I ask.
It was somebody I ghosted, and Lord, this is.
You thought somebody knew that you ghosted?
They're all coming back. I guess I am an asshole. I'm thinking about it. Jesus. I
don't have a long list of ghosting.
Man, my list is getting longer the more I think about it.
I'm used to telling girls that this ain't it, or being told that. Communication has been great in my life. Even if they were just saying, "You're quite the idiot." At least I knew it wasn't just cut off.
And so I want to clarify too.
Ghosting. I got ghosted last year, but she came back and started liking and loving my statuses and calling me.
So she circled back.
Yeah, but I don't know why. I really was asking her, "Hey, did I do something?"
We're gonna dig into.
We just hung out.
We're gonna dig into that.
We hung out for real and had a great time. And then I was like, "Oh, she got a dude." There's no way she don't got a dude. But I don't fight stuff like that. I just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But now it's weird because she just popped back up.
I had a chick that came to my job.
No, that's stalking, bro.
No. she had full rights to do exactly what she did. It was one of those situations where she had came out of a 6-year relationship and it was horrible, and she wasn't dealing with men. So, challenge accepted. She gonna deal with me, and she dealt with me, and I worked my way into her heart, into her family. I became friends with her brother. I mean, we went on like little mini vacations, stuff like that. Spent the night at her house. She came, spent the night with me in my apartment. We lovey-dovey.
Well, that's Bonnie and Clyde.
And I ended up sleeping with her a couple of times. Something that she said she would not do because she did not want to. The next person that she slept with was going to be the guy that she married.
I beat those odds quite a few times. I'm not proud of it. During
that time, I met another girl. And I liked this girl. But I also liked the girl that I was talking to. What's a man to do?
You gotta
make a decision.
You gotta pick one.
I made a decision. And I just stopped talking to her. I mean, when I say stop talking to her,
nothing?
I said nothing. It's like closing the door behind you when you leave a room.
David, you making me look bad on it. Hey, this your last episode.
Hey, man. This is my last episode, y'all. I am on punishment.
Hey, we put him on punishment. I am on ice.
Man, and
that girl sounded like a good girl, too.
Oh, man, she was awesome. Like, she was everything a man could ask, and she was beautiful on the inside and out. But this new girl...
What did you not... She was the freak. I bet she was a freak.
I hadn't slept with her. I hadn't done too much of anything with this new girl, but it was just, she reminded me of something that I had with somebody else, and I could not pass that up.
Wow, that is such a strong feeling. I know that feeling.
So, do you love two women at one time? Of course you can.
I don't know.
No, really. You can't. Don't give me. You cannot.
How come you can't?
You can't.
How come you can't love two women?
You cannot unconditionally love two women at one time.
Unconditionally? That makes it easier. Because now you're saying no matter how screwed up it is, I love you.
No, what I'm saying is you cannot have 100% of something in this relationship and 100% of something in that relationship.
You cannot be in love with two females at the same time.
You cannot be in love with two.
Okay,
we're not going to go on semantics, but love, we'll say that.
Well, look, when I say I love somebody, I say it on Facebook all the time.
Oh, yeah, we can love everybody.
And I mean that.
Yeah.
Because I tell them I love them.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm talking about I only got eyes for you, I'm in love.
Yeah. If we're talking about that type of love.
I believe that there's only space for one person. But we have these
amorous,
all kinds of relationships now that say
I wonder, is there any show that has talked about polyamorous relationships recently?
Go check out the Jermaine Hall show. You'll catch the polyamorous show. It is featuring Mrs. Maggie, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all check that out. Absolutely. Miss Maggie.
All right. But
don't start this. So look. I don't believe you could be in love with more than one person. I believe that you can love.
Yeah, I believe
just
you
like
can
you love. You love your family.
I love my exes.
Okay.
My exes.
Cool. I was about to say something I didn't mean.
I have
love.
Let me clarify. I have a daughter's mother and I have an ex-wife, which means I have been married twice.
Okay.
When I refer to my daughter's mother, that is a respect thing. You will never hear me say my ex-wife when it comes to my daughter's mother. I will refer to my ex-wife as a piece of crap. I don't like her. I have no love for her. Like, it is gone. It's like,
I thought you said you love your exes.
I said I love my exes. I didn't say I love all of
them. Some of them.
Now, when we're talking about the ex-wife, absolutely not. No love whatsoever. There's no love lost.
Somebody is owed an apology somewhere in there.
But okay, so going back to I know I was talking.
Being in love.
I left. I stopped talking to her.
Mm.
Just period. And so I'm at work one day, and I worked in child services in Dixon, Department of Children's Services, and I get a call to my desk from our front desk secretary. Says, "Mr. Boyd, you have a visitor." It's like, "Oh, okay." Must have a, walk up to the front. I don't see anybody out here. It was like, "She's outside." I was like, "Oh, let me go outside." And it was her.
Were y'all co-workers? Were y'all co-workers?
Absolutely not. She actually, technically yes, because we both worked for the state.
Okay, so you weren't co-workers in the same building.
We weren't co-workers in the same building and same office, even for the same department. But she worked for the state and I worked for the state, so we could still communicate via state email and yada yada.
Gotcha. I was just hoping it wasn't a Burger King clerk coming up to your job looking for you.
No,
because those two jobs don't even line up. So she went out her way to do it.
Well, she actually did come out of her way. She lived in Mount Juliet, and she drove all the way to Dixon. That's not a short drive.
Nope. She had something to say to you.
It's not a short drive. I walk out there, she's right there, and she was like, "How could you?" I opened my mouth to form words. The letters and words that could in order to make a sentence. Nothing came out.
Was she crying?
Oh man, she was bawling. She had my jacket. She threw my jacket at me. She called me cuss words I had never heard before.
This is the one you left for the girl that reminded you of something.
Yeah. I mean, she came. She hit me on my chest. She slapped the shit out of me.
Oh, that was a movie.
No, it was like right. I thought she was literally going to be. I thought her and her girl cousins were there, and they were going to jump me because her girl cousins were in the car, and I couldn't do nothing but sit there and take it.
Yeah, because the moment your hand raised, you was gonna get jumped.
Yeah. But not even that. It's that
Baby,
it was a consequence that I knew was coming. Because I know I've done that before. But I knew something that karma was going to catch up with me at some point. Karma was that girl's name. I can't say her name, but karma was that girl's name right there that day.
Baby D was in the car too, waiting on you to trip.
Do you know how bad I felt afterwards?
You didn't feel like a winner? That it was over?
I didn't feel shit.
You didn't feel nothing for it?
I was embarrassed that this chick came up there and slapped the shit out of me.
No, I know the embarrassment set in for
but that was it.
Second.
I didn't feel bad.
You didn't feel no need to say, "Listen, this is what happened."
What was I gonna do? I left you for this other chick. I mean, that's brass tacks. That's what it was.
Well, I guess that is pouring salt on the adding salt to injury.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing that I could say or do at that point to make her, validated in her coming there and being with me for the time that we were together, for those months that we were together. Side note, the chick that I left her for was the hands down worst relationship that I'd ever been in life. Ladies, you're welcome.
This is what they was waiting on.
Ladies,
I only started clapping because you can't hear them in the living room clapping. And that's what your ass get. I know they like that.
Yes.
They love that.
Ladies, that is the happy ending at the end of the movie.
You left a good woman for the worst relationship. I've done it too.
How many women have been on that other side though?
You don't know if it's gonna be a bad relationship.
You really don't.
You can't just look at somebody unless they're doing things to show you I'm about to be toxic, and you do it anyway. But when you meet somebody and it's a genuine connection and you tell yourself, ooh, shiny things, I want that shiny thing. You just hope it pans out. And if it turns out shitty, now it's all about how long you stay in the mud. That's it. You don't just, I don't know. I know some people though that like the mess. They don't want you unless you full of drama.
Because I mean,
that's all
they know.
They're conditioned for.
They're conditioned for that. That's all they know. Some people just.
So I can't say that you don't go in knowing it's a mess. Some people can't even be in a functional relationship. I know you know that. That there's a such thing as some people live for drama. If I can't argue and cuss you out, this relationship ain't eventful enough for me.
Some men don't know what a good woman is because their mama ain't shit. Some women don't know what a good man is because their daddy ain't shit.
Or just we're absent and never seen the face of. You know? And they never...
you can learn just as much in absence as you do in presence.
Here's the thing. If you're intuitive enough, you got to want to learn something. You stood up there and taught kids a long time.
Yeah.
The only ones that learned something were the ones that was receptive.
And they were the ones that wanted to learn. They were receptive.
That's what I mean. They met you halfway. Everybody in that classroom had the same opportunity to learn exactly what you was putting out. You may have had to do a little bit more for some to let them get it. However, willpower.
Yeah.
What they were willing to do about that knowledge.
See, on the other side of that too, you know, I not only taught in K through 12, but I also taught post-secondary education. So when you're in that post-secondary classroom, when the students are actually paying money out of their pocket, there's a difference. Those are more often than not, most of the students in that class are willing to learn. So sometimes when you have some that'll meet you right here, you also have some that cannot meet you right here. You have to go to them. So in relationships, they're the same way. Sometimes people, they aren't receptive enough to know that you have to meet them halfway. You have to bring them, or you have to go to where they're at.
I don't think we live in a climate where people are even running with the type of patience to want to go give somebody that much attention. Everything is microwavable these days, right?
Ooh, microwave society. Boy, man, I used to talk about that for years. Yes,
yeah.
Heat and eat.
They want it all up front. The greatest part of you right now. Or, I'm out. If you're not already established. Let's talk about how many women want a man that's already established in every single area. He can't be working on nothing.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
He can't be working on nothing.
I want a man who makes 6 figures, whose bill goes to the gym every day but stays home every day. I want a man that knows his movies but knows me. I want a man who does this but does not do that but then does this at the same time. And you want the quintessential cornucopia of man all wrapped in one, just everything.
Their perfect man does not exist, but telling them that is taboo.
But they ain't shit.
You know? And now, flip the script now. Let's turn the page. There is no perfect woman, fellas.
You can't have a 36, 24, 36.
There is no perfect woman. She can have 34, 20, 30, say the measurements again.
What is it, 36, 24, 36?
36, 24, 36. There are girls with that. But they'll look crazy. Or they got some trauma that they ain't quite worked through.
No, see, but where's that perfect woman?
I'm saying
that Coke bottle figure that knows how to cook and clean and raise a child, knows when to speak, knows when to shut up, goes to work, comes back home, rubs her man's feet, submissive and aggressive at the same time.
And aggressive. Know what she wants. She ain't no punk. But
lady in the streets and a freak in the bed.
Man will never cheat on her.
But will have threesomes with you whenever you ask.
Man, do y'all know these women? I know you don't. Because they lack something. They're human. They don't exist. And you know what that causes in the end? People start thinking, oh wait, I got to actually work in this relationship? I've been working all day. Now I got to come home and work on a relationship?
You know the closest
You
thing.
grown. I shouldn't have to tell you to pick up your dirty drawers. I've been dropping my dirty drawers since we met 3 months ago. You ain't say nothing about it then. Oh, that's right, because I was taking you to Ruth Chris and then giving pleasure in your body, and you was riding in my nice BMW. But all of a sudden, now that you move in, You found out you didn't really get to know me. You got to know things that I had. And that's my fault. That you aimed for the things.
The things that used to make you laugh don't make you mad.
They make you mad or cry.
You used to love that I would get out there and be so social. Oh man, he's a man about town. Everybody loves him.
Everybody love him.
Now it's, why does everybody love him? Why has he got to be around so many people? Am I not enough?
Who faced you? What girl you was on? Let me tell you what I get. When they meet me is, you worked so hard on that show. I can't wait till you make it. It don't even take 2 weeks. I ain't heard from you yet. You ain't working that much. Somebody over there. The same thing they praise you for, they kill you for on the back end. You ain't never got no time for nothing. Hey, I work, and then work until I achieve.
He works so hard. And
man, your drive is
hard.
When do you sleep? You up at 3-something writing a show?
And then it turns into
turns right into, oh, so you ain't had time to text me back earlier?
You always working.
You behind
when you coming home?
You behind that camera. I hope that camera break. I've been told that recently.
And by the way, we are not salty men, but you are hearing.
Yes, I am. I'm salty.
He's not. He's not salty. He's not salty. There's no Mortons over here. We are just discussing life experiences.
Yeah, I ain't salty at all. I don't like it, but I ain't salty about it. I feel like it's a personal problem when they do that. I don't feel like it has anything to do with me. When you tell me, I love the way your drive is. You really do go after it until you get it. And I want a man like that. And I was like, that comes with sacrificing a lot of time away from him, right? The real hard workers, you realize there's a lot of time that you're not going to get until he climbs that mountain he's after, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, that ain't no big deal. I got my own stuff to do. Okay, sounds good. A week go by. Really? You ain't got 3 seconds for a text? Yeah, I text you. And it was that you was going to text me this weekend. But I text you to let you know when I'm available.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not good enough. Then we're not going to be able to do this. Because I don't have time to baby you. I don't have time to stop loving what I love to love you more.
Never enough.
I don't. See, because behind, on this microphone, these cameras, these lights, this is how I'm creating a lifestyle later on for me, right? Mm-hmm. Why would I jeopardize that vision, that dream? And what we talk about is helping so many people out there. We seen the feedback. Why would I jeopardize that? Because one selfish girl said, I want you to hit me up more. Baby, I would if you gave me a reason to.
Have we talked about being selfish before?
I ain't had time to miss you.
Have we talked about being selfish before?
I don't think we have.
I think we have.
We have talked about selfish. Second episode, I believe it was.
Go back and check that out too.
It was the second episode. Episode 2 on Collective Conversations, yeah. Next week on Collective Conversations. Alright, so to simplify it, do you think, I don't like using the word fair, because life ain't fair, period. But do you think it's sensible for somebody to ask for something of you in a relationship that you laid on the table in the beginning? That's not who I am, and I'm not going to be able to offer you this. Such as more and more of your time when you've already told them when you met, I don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, I think it's fair. She can ask whatever she wants. Doesn't mean I'm going to give it to her.
Right.
We put